Bonjour, mon ami, and welcome back to everyone's favourite podcast, ours included, Discussing Nothing, a show where we discuss various topics. More often than not, they mean nothing. Before we start this episode, Alex and I were recently in the beautiful location of Bradford. Did you like it, Alex?
It was delightful.
Delightful. 9-hour round trip one day. It was great. But we stumbled upon a lovely gentleman by the name of Matt, who is a fresh car valeter in Kent, and we discovered that he was probably our one and only viewer. So, hello, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Give us some more exposure to other valeters. Thanks.
What a niche.
What a niche. But yeah, we're going to become the most popular podcast with valeters. That's
I hope you didn't get put off by the last episodes.
Oh yeah,
Valeting and smart repair.
And smart repair. Don't have a sponsor, but you know, on with the show. Boys, recently in a previous episode, I got you to do a super fight. It was some sort of honey badger on a Segway against
A hummus pirate.
a hummus pirate. And I thought that was an entertaining concept. So we are going to fight again. I have in my magical pouch 2 characters. Tristan, if you'd like to choose one, I'll give it back to me. I'll read it out. Was it clear? Tristan, your character. I'm going to read Alex's first, just for this, because I think this is going to be a good one. Alex.
This whole
Alex, this has been a very well prepared segment. Alex, your fighter today in the arena is a grizzly bear that has the hiccups, and one of his paws or hands, whatever it is a foam finger.
I'm gonna keep it so it reminds
Tristan,
me.
your character or characters is a reggae band that all know Kung Fu, and one of them has fallen out with the group.
Right.
I'd say a reggae band, 5 members.
Okay, can I have my thing?
Yeah.
Wait, what were your grizzly bear with a foam finger?
I'm a grizzly bear who has a slight breathing issue.
The hiccups.
The hiccups.
Full frontal hiccups.
full frontal.
Has a sharpened foam finger.
No, I never said sharpen it. It's fully foam.
No, he's chewed it sharp already.
No, right. Well, we'll get to that. If
Okay,
you want to do
sorry.
that, if you can choose.
Who has one paw that is a foam finger.
Okay. Begin.
Right, well, obviously, I'll just stand back and let your reggae group just destroy each other by...
It's 4v1. That's
5v1.
It's going to be very... No, you said 5 in total.
Well, 5 in total, but one of them's fallen out with the rest of the group. But he's
Yeah,
still
so
there.
4v1.
Okay. All right, so you're having your own internal scuffle first.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They got to sort out the matters of the band first before they deal with the grizzly bear.
I've already got it sorted. I know what I'm doing.
Okay, well, tell us.
All right. Before you get one we're falling out with, like tie him up or something, or her, or they
Thank you.
chuck it to a bear. Bear's like munching on and then ambush, bang.
It's a very vague tactic.
That's very
Ambush, bang.
very precise.
Ambush bang. So the one of them, the one that's fallen out, you're just not going to try and reconcile. Simply sacrifice.
Yep. That'll be the name of a number 1 hit.
Sacrifice to the bear.
Simply sacrifice.
That'll be their big break, do you think? Their first big hit, smash hit single, Sacrifice to the Bear.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I see what he's saying, but I'm not stupid. So I'm just going to take your one, untie him, and send him back in.
Rather than eat him.
Why would I eat him?
You're a bear.
No, I'm not a bear. I'm an educated fighter.
I think you're fully changing
No.
what I've given you.
Well, do I not get to control the grizzly bear?
Look, this is just a grizzly bear. You're not. This is similar to the honey badger. You are not in control of it. You are a grizzly bear.
So I am a fully fledged grizzly bear who's like an absolute animal.
You are an animal. You are literally.
Massive.
You are a grizzly
And you
bear.
think for reggae, what do reggae even play?
Reggae.
Music.
No, but what, like a drum?
Like we're
It's
jamming.
a style of music.
Like Bob Marley.
Well,
like-
mate, so they've got their
They're pretty
drums.
chilled
Have they got
guys.
their instruments? It doesn't matter. I'm
Yeah,
destroying
I
it
think
all.
so.
They also know Kung Fu, though.
Oh, yeah. But I am a bear. And I think last time
What's
I
the
saw...
benefits of a bear? You're not really arguing.
No, I am. Have you ever seen a bear in a fight with a panda?
No, not very often.
No, but if you did, you'd know who'd win, right?
Well, but
It's
a
obvious.
panda is a very lucid animal.
But Kung Fu Panda, have you seen that film?
I have seen that.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is, I still think a fully fledged angry grizzly bear, even with a little bit of hiccups.
I didn't say little hiccups. He has the hiccups, and if anyone who's ever had the hiccups know that it can be a crippling condition.
Not as a grizzly bear. I don't think he's worried about what other people think about his hiccups.
I don't think hiccups are a self-conscious thing. It's more it's more just like
The bear.
they're there. They're a bit irritating. They're putting you off your game.
So you think the grizzly bear is like disrupted by his hiccups?
That's why it's there.
And the foam finger. The foam finger would definitely
foam finger.
inhibit physical activity.
I
So
noticed. I noticed you had a tactic where you said, and I got it briefly. I kept on to it. I've held on to it. That you were going to sharpen foam.
No, he'd probably nibble at it.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so I'm not in control of the bear. So I'm trying to get into a bear's mindset. If the bear woke up from and is in this arena and it's got a foam pour on, the first thing it's probably doing is ripping that bad boy right off.
I think it has to stay.
Hang on. You can't. I can't not control it, but the foam finger has to stay on the bear.
I don't make the rules.
No. Well, even if it's got a foam finger, it's probably just running on it, like it's folding under its power. Like boxers still get knocked out, but they have boxing gloves on.
Yeah, they're not foam.
Well, they're kind of foamy.
It's not a glove though. It's like a very inconvenient shape.
I just
to
don't.
run on.
No, I think it's just so squishy. A bear weighs a ton. You just make it work.
Okay. Well, to be fair, you are giving me a lot of you're pushing through these obstacles.
I think it's fine.
Let's call him Steve. Steve's upset at the band. He's falling out, and he's got you off your game. You're fighting a full-on hiccupy bear, and Steve's going, "Oh, guys, how are you dealing with that?"
They just start playing, They just start playing. We're like, all right, guys, let's work this out.
Just start jamming.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. And everything will work out. But the bear would probably get into it as well. We'll be like, what's a lovely
Your plan
sound.
is to charm the bear with sweet reggae.
Like, not necessarily to charm the bear. I think that's just what they would be. Just be like, we're here, we're a band, we're fighting a grizzly bear. Let's do what we love most.
Like the
Let's
violinist.
play music.
Like the violinist on the Titanic.
Explain.
Oh yeah,
Well,
where they played when
It's just sinking, and they're just like... That'll be the reggae band, just playing while Steve gets mauled. Because he's the one that refuses to play.
And then
You're
they would-
acknowledging the kung fu enough.
I was going to say,
Are they going to incorporate?
they'll reconcile with Steve right before he gets mauled by the bear, and then they'll get into kung fu fighting action.
I think you underestimate how deep this hurt that Steve holds is. I think
Steve Holt.
I think Steve holds an irreparable, burdensome anger.
I don't think you understand the power of reggae.
Enough to subdue a bear.
Reggae, it's not just music; it was a movement. From Bob Marley to UB40 to the Specials. It's a whole.
Oh, let's just talk reggae.
Yeah, man. Like that's what we'll be like. Yeah, we can work it out. Reggae's overcome many obstacles, political, cultural.
Has it ever overcome a fully fledged grizzly bear?
It isn't a fully fledged grizzly bear. It's got hiccups and a foam finger.
Probably one of the weakest grizzly bears that's ever been seen.
A 9 out of 10 grizzly bear. Could it overcome a 9 out of 10 grizzly bear? I think it could.
What about the kung fu? Are they incorporating their instruments?
Yes, they are incorporating their instruments. Right. So a good reggae instrument is a steel drum, but they could be sort of like the sticks would be a bit like nunchucks. Is that kung fu?
Yeah,
Nunchucks,
I guess.
Yeah,
No, they're not connected.
yeah.
It's just a
So
stick. Not very heavy.
What if Steve's the one that plays the steel drum, though? He's not really wanting to.
Steve's taking his drum with him.
reggae heals all wounds. Okay. Like this, whatever it is with Steve, like when it comes down to it, I'll be like, you know, what brought us together in the first place? Why we're such a great band? Why we're such good friends? It was reggae.
Oh, it's good. Alan, what are you thinking of this fight? How are you untangling this hiccupy reggae hiccupy mess?
I'm not a big fan of reggae, so I don't know.
How did I know?
Who'd have thought?
I don't know that it.
What a surprise!
It unites people. I think it might just make them sleepy, and then they're not really gonna want to fight the bear. And I think the hiccups is not a particularly massively cumbersome thing to have when you're a bear.
I find hiccups incredibly debilitating. Like, that can ruin a day for me.
But I think the hiccups, I don't think that would stop a grizzly bear.
I couldn't fight someone with the hiccups. I probably could, but I'm a lover, not a fighter. But
Should be in a reggae band.
exactly. But
Get mauled by a
I
bear.
think it would have some hindrance on the bear. Like, without the hiccups, without the kung fu, bear wins this. But
And I think the foam finger would just rip through pretty quick.
No. It has a foam. It's not wearing a foam finger.
I think the
anyway.
conditions are you
Oh.
cannot remove said foam finger. You can't. It has
So
to
hang
be
on,
there.
is that instead of one hand, or is
it's
that
just
like?
on one paw.
The back leg that it stands on. Boom.
Okay, you can choose.
Yeah, I
which
think
paw
even
it
with
is.
one paw, it would still.
A reggae band.
Although they do know kung fu,
All right, yeah, it's got all right. They know kung fu. They're clearly they're.
and if they work together, I reckon if they could sort it out with Steve.
they could, as we've discussed, the power of reggae, and they're clearly athletic, capable people. So
Are they?
they know kung fu.
Oh right, true.
So if they had a cymbal, that's a long range instrument. No, yeah,
Long range instrument.
like in Shaun of the Dead when they're lobbing the vinyl at the zombie, it would be a bit like that. Apart from with a cymbal, which is metal.
Yeah. Interesting.
And
Well,
yeah.
Have you ever held a cymbal?
Mm-hmm.
A big one?
Yep.
Quite heavy.
Yep. It would hurt.
No. I would be more impressed of how hard you could chuck it.
They know kung fu. they know how to. Oh, and that probably means they know how to use their opponent's strength against them and stuff like
You
that.
can't just make things up. Tristan.
That's a martial art. I don't know if it's kung fu, but it could be. I'm not big into martial arts.
symbolism.
Either way,
Hey.
I don't know if you could kill a bear with kung fu though.
like one man.
Like,
Jackie Chan, is that kung fu?
Yeah.
He's not killing a bear though. He's getting mauled by a bear.
But five
yeah, like
Jackie
what's the
Chans
actual
playing reggae?
purpose of kung fu? Is it to actually,
To kill bears with foam fingers.
I don't think it's killing. It's to win a fight.
right? Okay.
Right. I'm halting this. Now, I think you both had some great arguments. I think some had worse arguments. Surely because all you would say, you couldn't get around the subject. You just say, it's not a big deal. He's just got the hiccups. It's fine. I think Tristan's pure passion for the power of reggae has won him this argument. I truly believe reggae could win any fight with how, and I believe Steve would reconcile.
Wow.
Through the power of reggae. Don't need to hear from you. That has been another episode of Discussing Nothing. Thank you very much, Matt. You're the only listener, but thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Goodbye. One love.